Hello, I am Alicia Littlejohn, and I'm doing my paper, a linguistic passage on talking whites, per se. When she was a little girl, she was flamboyant, stylish, opinionated, and confident. She was different. Her words moved with the weather. They were effortless, and she was always heard and drastically seen. The girl grew up attending PWIs, and at family affairs or festivities, she'd often hear, "Why are you talking like that? She talks white." At times, she'd rather be silent than speak, so the onlookers could make their silent perceptions and not proceed to dim her light. At a young age, she learned to be resilient. The girl liked the way that she talked and presented herself because it always got her awards and the right kind of attention. She liked the fact that she was a brown girl who was often in spelling bees and winning writer recognition awards. The girl persevered against adversity, and she always found a way or made one. At a later point in life, when she moved to Dallas, Texas for high school, people would tell her, "Oh, you've been spending too much time in Texas. You've been down south too long." She wondered, was that something to take offense to? Did they think that people from down south were complete idiots? Because if so, they were vastly misguided. The people that she met in the southern region of the U.S. were always the most vocal, able to formulate complete thoughts, and forward/progressive thinkers. It appears she couldn't ever please anyone. Their reactions towards her were always impulsive, and at times she'd have to use defense mechanisms. Referencing back to Rashawn Ashanti Young, writers use their own English. In this passage, Rashawn dissects what writer/communicator, dissects Fish was talking about in reference to what a good writer/communicator is. Rashawn disagrees with a lot of Fish's methods to constructing an exceptional literature because he feels as though the methodology is biased. We shouldn't have to conform to one language because there's no such thing. It is men/women in power, often who are prejudiced, who disapprove with language that is out of their norm, when 9 times out of 10, they can't even pass a grammatical exam. Rashawn points out that people in multi-million/billion-dollar companies don't know standard writing that well because each year they have to go through remedial writing courses for essential documents to be processed. Rashawn feels as though if the millionaires aren't having any trouble retaining a job because of their lack of knowledge towards English, then we, the oppressed, because of white people's opinions and false expectations, are fine if we can express ourselves and explain our points. Rashawn says that it's the attitudes of people in power, not the actual content of the language, that holds people back. Fish highlights the importance of no grammatical errors when Rashawn states that some people don't know all the English writing rules, don't want to know, and never will. And so it is better to cultural mesh or be multilinguistic in their practice of academic writing. We become more intelligent by learning different dialects. There is no need to be the grammar police when we don't even speak horrendously proper ourselves. Everyone code switches. Back to story time. The girl remembered last December 2018 going on winter break. She was coming from Atlanta, Georgia, and entering her home state, Nebraska. She walked out of the exit from the airplane looking for a place to rest with about 55 pounds of heavy luggage on her 120-pound body. The resting section had multiple available seats surrounded by light freckled faces. She walked towards the seat. The faces near the target area turned red, squinched up, and looked the other way. Their bodies quickly followed. She was kind of offended, but nonetheless not surprised. She sat down. There is no such thing as talking white, but there is a such thing as being prejudiced, a disease that deters a lot of human beings from being able to learn, be receptive, and effectively communicate. When Rashawn was stating that it's others' attitudes that hold people back from being a good writer or greater speaker, he was talking about their subconscious inabilities and dissatisfactions with others and themselves. If a person, dialect, or sound/tone of their voice was so detrimental to getting a point across, how are people able to learn new languages? People should be more considerate with others' time and their own intentions. Thank you.